Good morning, Cadre. It's Wednesday morning, and I decided to use fine platinum in my nurse shave cup here. Sorry, I'm getting the cold that my daughter's had. So anyway, I had to bloom it. So normally I have my lather made before my shaved, or I have my lather made before my shower to be ready to go right afterwards, but because I had to bloom this, again, sorry about that noise. Obviously I didn't make the lather ahead of time, but I'll get this done quick. So yeah, my daughter was got a cold last weekend and came home early from school, and she's getting over it, and I felt a little twinge yesterday, but I was fine. But now I got that you can feel it in your throat, and you're just thinking, oh, this is just the beginning of it. So for me, it's just one of those mornings that I am very much a morning person. Most morning people, most people that aren't, just hate because I'm ready to go. And once I get done with catching up on the cadre, I'll get more work done between 7 and noon than I think a lot of people all day. But then starts going down after that. But this morning was just one of those mornings I can almost never sleep in, even on the weekends. Boy, if I'm in bed until 8 o'clock, that's unusual. Love the smell of this. Man, love the smell of this, the Captain's Choice Venture, all those Aventus clones, but I've tried 2 of the Aventus clone scents, and they just do not last on me. So I'm gonna have to get some Aventus. So I'm not excited about paying that price, but this is just one of those scents that you wear on your body and just get a whiff of throughout the day, and just makes your day better. So anyway, I've always been up early, but I also can't deal with being up too late and still being all that functional. When I first started nursing, I had an evening shift that went till 11:30, and about 9 o'clock I could feel my brain starting to not work quite as well, and so I always had somebody double check my med calculations between 9 and 11. Never got one wrong, but it's just a little safety feature for myself. Alright. Clean the hands off here. Alright, now we're ready to go. So using the Feather SS, I need to check how many times this blade has been used. It's probably ready to be replaced. But as I mentioned in my journal on theshavingcadre.com, I have learned just to take things slow with this. We'll see if I can do that while I'm talking. But instead of the long downstrokes, which everybody I'm sure would love to do, it looks like you know what you're doing. I just need to do these short ones and concentrate on pressure, because boy, every single stroke I'm tempted to push harder. So got a shout out to our brother TJ. We saw the storm track last night on the news, and it looked like it was hitting it smack dead on. You posted this morning that it's made a little turn that should be better for you, and certainly hope that's true, but be safe over there, man. I'm sure it's like earthquakes in California. Anytime there's one in California, people say where you're affected, when it was, you know, hundreds of miles away, and you know, in other parts of the country it would have been 3 states away, except for California is so big. But we see these storms and we just think, oh, they're dealing with it again, like it's hitting the same place every time. See, I'm not thinking about it. I'm doing these longer strokes. That seems to be working fine there, but I think with the longer strokes, even with the shorter ones, I'm really wanting to, I can really hear the whiskers, so that makes me want to push harder to get rid of them, and I'm wanting to flatten the blade out on the skin rather than like that little strip I'm shaving now. I really want to push it down and get the whole blade width at once. And I think, like I said in my last video, I think that's just facial geometry, because you see some guys doing that. I don't think my face is built for that, so I need to not worry about it. I also make a plug for, because I learned about this on the Shaving Cadre, the Suavecito hair pomade. I've been using that. And I won't say that it, I'm going to add just a touch of water to my lather here. It is nice and creamy, and if I was using a DE or something like that, I would leave it this way. But see if we can smooth it out just a touch for the straight. So anyway, I put the Suavecito in, and it holds. And part of it being I didn't want it to be crunchy. And when it dries, originally it's crunchy. I think I could probably work my hair a little bit and it wouldn't be. But it seems to hold things in place. People said that the hairstyle looks nice, so I just leave it as be, so I don't have to take a comb to work and keep checking what's going on. So there, I don't know. Thinned out the lather a little bit, and now I've got some on me. So we had an interesting conversation at the dinner table last night about the cadre. And it's amusing because I watch videos 2 times during the day, either pretty early in the morning, kind of before I get involved in too much stuff I need to concentrate on at work, you know, like just returning emails, things like that. Or in the evenings at work, or at home. And when they're in the evenings at home, we do it upright. We do it on the sorry, the big screen in the living room. And so all of you that make videos, the family's kind of gotten to know you guys by name. The girls say they like KJ, but they don't like seeing the spiders on his intro. But anyway, at the dinner table, something's happening there. I'm getting caught up on something, and I'm not having the sense to back off. There, I guess that's fine. But they started asking about you guys. I think also because of the hot pepper challenge, we've been watching more videos. And they started to know which one of you guys have kids. So they could start their own group. It could be the kids cadre. So anyway, it's been a little bit amusing for me how the cadre has kind of become just a part of our family too. For example, when watching about the storm in TJ, my wife was the one that asked what city he was in and checked to see where that was in relation to the storm. So I just realized I'm gonna apologize if this video's harder to hear. I realize I'm talking a little quieter just because I'm afraid of coughing. There we go. So we will see. What I've been able to get recently, last couple shaves, is basically now BBS on my cheeks after 2 passes, and then doing a good enough job of watching the pressure so I can do a 3rd pass on my neck. So we'll check it. I've been thinking, oh yeah, that's pretty good. I can feel I've got some stinging here, so there's going to be some alum burn there. I've been thinking about playing around. Instead of adding against the grain with the straight, I always go from the ears in. I've seen some people do a 2nd across the grain. Maybe we'll try that live on camera. So of course, because I'm a BBS chaser, my goal is to be able to get BBS all over with a straight. It's enjoyable learning it. Boy, there really is not much left there to shave. I know that there's some over here, but I'm not hearing anything. So again, I'm falling into that trap of a little pressure, a little more angle to try to find stuff, but it's pretty smooth. Whoop, there, look at that. That might be the first weeper I've ever gotten on the cheek. See, now I'm just pushing it, because this will dry down to BBS, but I want that super smooth, so I'm really pulling. I just need to stop. So I don't think I'll feel like this is wasted time if I can ever get to that point with the straight. But it does feel a little silly to have to do all this work and concentrate and still pull out a DE to finish off the shave. Oh, I don't know, maybe a little better, but today it's really needing this. And I'm just being a little bit impatient with that for a change. So what I will do though is against the grain on the neck because it really needs it. Yeah, look at that guy. That's only the second time my cheek has ever bled from a shave, and of course both times with a straight. So and this is also new for me. The last time I practiced with the straight for a while, I could not do these strokes. I think obviously because of pressure issues, and I don't know if it's just the pressure from those strokes or previous strokes that already made it sore and I couldn't tolerate it, but it's just being really conscious of not going after that audible feedback. Okay, we'll just let it be there and check it out. And that guy is still going over there. Yeah, so what we're at is cheeks will definitely be BBS. It's just a matter of how smooth, how close. This is, again, that's DFS, and the downward stroke's helping somewhat, but I still need, I can feel it when I do this. I need this sideways, and that's the, yes, I know, and TJ keeps telling me to practice without a blade in there for angles, but that's what I need, this like a sideways angle that I do with the DE. It's just really hard to do with the mechanics of the straight. So, and I mentioned, I think also on my journal, that the timeless has been a lifesaver for being able to do a straight shave day after day because it's so mild. And it irritates me so much to leave hair left that I can't just stop right now, because DFS on the neck will bug me all day. I'll reach up and feel it, and even the BBS, it starts growing out by, early afternoon. I actually kind of want to come home and shave again. I've gotten used to enjoying just that smooth feeling. But if I left it this way, I would just get irritated with trying the straight because I wasn't getting good results to leave the house with. And any other DE after a little bit of added irritation from the straight I get now would really make my neck really sore. And then I couldn't be doing straight shaves every day because that irritation would just build up and build up. But all right. So KJ, I want to thank you for the shout out for the sample swap. Woo! Sting, sting. And we've got some folks that have made some trades, and some folks that have sent in some samples just to add. Dave in Kentucky sent a whole bunch just to add to the library, and I think he's going to do some more. And some other folks that I know are busy and will get to sending more in, but the library is slowly growing, and so I know it can be a little easier to hit by sample on a website, but I think if you look there, you see we've got stuff that you can't buy samples for. It's a little bit cheaper. You know, you have to go to the mailbox for this one and send in your samples and what, but so just kind of a new cool addition to the community. All right, rinse off. Yeah, that dude is still going. I don't know what happened. It's not a cut. It didn't feel like it dug in. I wonder if it cut something off, because I didn't even feel that, but there's lemon. All right. Well, I guess we will end her there. I'll be finishing up with the Nivea 2-in-1. Really loving this stuff, so made the switch to that. I'll pick a scent, but I'm already over 20 minutes, and I'm feeling like I kind of rambled a little bit out of it this morning, but just hadn't made a video for a while, and thought I'd share my family's kind of incorporating the cadre, and best wishes for TJ out there, and I'll see you all on the journals and the forums.